myself.
I can too.
Exciting.
All right, welcome everybody to Eugene.
Hi.
Okay, how have your days been?
So exhausting. I had a play, then I had to decorate a classroom, and then I had basketball practice, then I took a whole nap. Then I came here.
Well, good thing everyone needs a good nap. So we got that nap in. That's good. You, Kwa?
Yeah. I had to play, decorating classroom, and a nap.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was never able to take naps until I got to high school. And then I was like every time I'm on a bus to a game, I'm just dead asleep. It's probably not good.
It's
but
an energy nap.
Yeah.
So you're pumped up during the game.
Sure.
We'll say that.
I thought I missed this. Like, I woke up, I looked out the window, I was like, all bright. I was like, oh no, it's the other night, it's the other day. Oh, I missed it.
So how have you been, Esperanza?
I've been good. Interesting day.
Yeah. That's one way to say it, huh?
Pretty interesting. No, I've been good. I've been wanting a nap.
Oh, my bad. Are you going to tell us about, like...
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Do we?
We
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us about your day. Tell us about your life, love.
This will. No, so I had to go to an allergist and get tested for allergies. Yeah. And I've had allergies since I was this little. Since I was a baby. And I got 27 shots in my right arm, just right here.
Ouch. Ouch.
And then I got some on my forearm.
I cry every time I get a shot, so I'm proud of you.
I would cry after the second one.
Mona got 27
I was clenching my
shots.
fist. I'm like, please, Lord, don't let me hit this nurse.
You are so strong. I could never.
And then I got 18 on my forearms.
Y'all going off with those sound effects. You're going off. You're like,
I'm like
which button
viewing
can I
all
click
the
this time?
emotions for her. Like all my emotions are the sounds. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And
I'm leaning
then
back.
we got home, ready to take a nap, but couldn't take a nap. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But I couldn't. It wasn't happening for me. My body was like, no, you're not sleeping. Sorry.
Oh my
You got
gosh.
like 30 something shots, and you're like, I want to take a nap, please.
Please, just let me take a nap. And it's like, no.
I haven't taken the history test.
Oh, me neither.
Yo, my grade is a 90. It was like a 98 or 97. And then I didn't take a test because I was gone. And it went all the way down to a 90, which isn't bad. It's just like, that's 7. Like, that's... Oh, I need to take the test. And I took 2 geometry quizzes in one day.
Ooh.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Huh?
But then again,
School
guys,
does
we
suck.
do get a break. Thanksgiving break.
Sophomore year is killing me. I have to write a 3-page essay because I forgot. I didn't have time to do it this weekend.
I have to write a 5-page, but that's fine.
Emily, I don't recall asking. Sorry.
I don't ask.
I'm like trying to remember where I asked.
No, but honestly, when I was 3-page essay, it seemed impossible for me. But Billy, you can do it.
Thank you.
Do it. Yeah.
You can do your essay. It's due like in a few
It's
hours,
due in a few
right?
hours.
You got this.
Am I stressing? A little. Am
You
is
got
my
it.
blood pressure high?
You got it.
Probably.
Just pretend like you know what you're talking about. This has really impacted me in so many ways possible.
You know?
And it's really hard to describe just how much it's affected me.
Let me start by.
Okay, so let's get into birthdays.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I like that music
birthdays.
change.
I don't think she's watching. I think she's playing Among Us, but Alina Martinson.
We have Alina, Ari, Jordan B, and Aline, which is one of my friends.
I've seen so many birthday posts this week on like Snapchat.
Do we have more birthdays then? Are we
Whoever's
missing?
birthday it is out there, happy birthday.
Yes,
This
happy
Happy
birthday.
one's for you. Hashtag for you. That hurt.
That sounded like it hurt.
Yeah, it's because I have like 3 rings on. I don't know why. I just felt like it. Fashion.
It's cute. I love it. I love the power movement.
I love you.
Oh my gosh, stop it. I love you too.
Anyways, let us know if it's your birthday in the chat. And if
Oh,
it
I need
is,
to pull
happy
up the
birthday,
chat.
or if anyone you know,
Yeah,
happy
I had
birthday,
that
happy
on
birthday.
my phone, Billy, but you took it away from me.
You know what, Kwa? I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of you. I spent all week and weekend with you.
Ooh.
I
I
don't
spent
want.
all 2 weeks with you.
Ugh, disgusting. Can you imagine?
I haven't seen any of y'all.
I know you don't hang out with me. That's okay.
Excuse
whatever.
me.
It's
You don't
whatever.
even talk to me.
That's not true. I invited you to my birthday. 'Cause
And
I'm a
I
good
went.
friend. That's true. You did. I don't want to hear it. All single. Period.
Like the
all
song,
the single
Alex.
ladies. All
Cole, are you single even though you're not a lady? Yes, sir.
ladies, hit them up. No, I'm just kidding. JK. This is for God. We don't- Are you single, Esperanza?
Yes, forever.
That's tough.
I was waiting for
No, love yourself. Period.
I do.
Self-love.
Self-love before
You
any
can't love yourself.
No,
I mean,
You can never love yourself.
you can't love anyone else until you love yourself first. And that's all, period.
Wait, actually, I am in a strong, committed relationship with food.
Okay. Moving on.
Let me just.
I saw that. I was like,
All of us are.
True.
I think all of us are.
I'm not. I'm a picky eater.
Billy.
Ciao. Anyways.
Ciao.
Okay, are y'all ready for this new game we
No.
have? New, right? New?
No.
You're gonna go down.
Whoa.
Probably.
I say that every time.
I know, right?
I lose every time.
Okay, so this game is 5-second rule.
I think the game should be like who can go to sleep longer because I think I would win that.
No, definitely not. Even a little bit close.
It's like a nap.
But
contest.
anyways, so the game is called the 5-second rule. I'm gonna ask y'all something or tell y'all to do something, and it's all of them are gonna have 3 things. You either have to say 3 things or do 3 things, but you have to do it within 5 seconds.
I'm gonna cry. Okay.
Okay.
5 seconds.
Okay. In the
Not
comments, let's do a. Let's see.
Let's do like a favorite weather emoji.
Okay.
Ooh.
Favorite
Weather.
weather emoji.
You
And
know mine.
There are weather emojis.
Y'all know mine.
yeah.
I don't even know.
Do you know mine?
Storm.
It is a storm.
They do. I was gonna put a tornado too.
Y'all like tornadoes? Actually, I always loved having tornadoes at school.
Yeah.
We never
Not
have
me,
one.
but like that's just
I
like
didn't.
my mood right now.
I did in first grade. There was a huge tornado in first grade.
Okay.
Almost
so
hit our school.
What do
No
y'all
joke.
want? Quan, Billy, what do y'all want your team emojis to be?
Waves crashing.
I
Waves
want.
crashing?
Can I have the teddy bear?
Okay. So if you're on Qua's team, let's put the waves, the wave emoji,
I don't
and
have the
Billy
chat.
is the teddy bear. Let's do the teddy bear emoji. Who y'all think's
There's
gonna
a
win?
chat?
Or whose team you're for?
Everybody, Emily.
Wait, there's a teddy bear?
Yes, there's a teddy bear. Ugh, you guys are so uncultured.
I see a bear. Is that the teddy bear?
No, okay, go to.
Go, can you search it?
No,
No.
hold on. I'm gonna tell you where it is if everybody would just relax.
You can search it, can't you?
Okay, go to the little light bulb.
Oh my god,
And you
can
know
you
where
be
the-
a beaver?
You know where the party like emojis are? The teddy bear is next to it.
Wait, the party.
Like the aunts.
Gano.
Yeah.
Gano.
Kind of creepy.
Well, on Qua's phone, I can't pull it up
it's
on
right.
mine.
It's right.
Gano.
No, you're right.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
No, why
Don't critique
why
my
would you do
sound.
that,
I can make real life sounds for you.
Okay, guys, settle down. Settle down. It's okay. It's okay. Are y'all ready to start?
Billy? Yes.
No.
I am ready.
Not really.
Why are you not ready?
Okay,
Billy?
well,
Because I don't like losing.
I honestly, you did like 5 questions before we even started.
Yeah, but I crack under pressure, Esperanza.
But just remember what you did before it, Billy.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, it's just who answers first.
Yeah, in 5 seconds.
Wait, no.
No, right?
Okay, so let's say Qua goes first. In 5 seconds, you have to name 3 of whatever, okay? And if you can do it, then you get a point. But if you can't, then don't.
Oh,
Whoever
so-
gets the most points at the end has to eat wasabi.
It's one person at a time.
I'm not doing that.
Then don't lose.
If I lose, I'm not doing it.
You will do it.
I'm not doing
then
it.
Then don't lose.
I'm telling
then
you.
Don't lose.
I'm telling you right now up front, so there's no like beef or like there's no problems. I'm not doing it if I lose.
Literally,
I will walk
you're
out.
going against
I
Qua.
will walk out.
You're
If I have
going
to do
against
that.
the worst
Emily,
opponent
is it
ever.
one person at a time? Who's
Anyways.
that? Okay.
All right.
All right, let's do
Qua first.
Qua first. Okay.
rock, paper, scissors.
Oh.
Who goes first?
Rock, paper, scissors? Go.
On shoot. 1.
go first? or you
Billy,
want
you're
me to go
already
first?
winning.
Which
Nothing
one do
to
you
worry
want to
about.
first or second?
Okay. Qua, name.
Whoa, is he gonna be on there?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
5 seconds will be on the TV.
Whoa, is she gonna say it, or is the question gonna be up there?
No,
No, I'm
once
gonna
once
say
you
it.
finish the question,
Then the 5 second clock is
that's-
gonna go on.
There you go.
I'm
Okay.
nervous.
Name 3 famous Christian artists.
NF.
Sure.
What a loot. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I got you. I can do it. I can do it.
I mean, go for it. It's not your turn, but go for it.
Go for it.
5 seconds.
Go for it.
NF, Toby, Matt, Chris Tomlin.
1 point for Billy.
All right. All right. All
I said
right.
1 point for Billy.
No, my hair got caught in this. You know what? We're just gonna pretend like that never happened. It's fine. I don't need headphones. What are headphones?
Wait. Okay. Whatever.
I can
that
hear you
counts as
guys.
a point. Wait. Are we?
Yeah.
Emily,
I got
do
it.
you want to do the same?
No,
question?
no.
No. That's what I thought.
Did that get me a point?
Yes.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Are we stealing? Oh,
No,
come
that is
on.
not-
No, that's just personal. You
What the
know,
heck just happened?
just so you can feel good.
That was not practice.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. He didn't get the point anyways, so.
You didn't either.
I would have if it was my
All
question.
right. Billy.
Ugh, can we turn the... Okay.
Ready? Say 3 Spanish words.
Hola. Corazon. Okay? I did it! I did it! I did it! That counts.
Yes, she did. She literally did it before the one was gone.
I mean, Kate. The way
Why do you
everybody
say, "Oh, that's
around
a
here
plus"?
speaks Spanish, and we just like, I don't need.
Okay.
Everybody here speaks at least 2 languages. I don't. I speak. Not me though. I speak 1. I speak gibberish. I didn't. What did I?
You
Yeah,
said-
that was my first word.
Yeah.
I could have just said no.
Oh, it was. She
No.
said hola, and then she tried to say corazon.
No, with an
Have you seen
accent.
that video? It was like, how many ways do you want me to say in Spanish? No, or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's like Dylan O'Brien.
My sister loves that one. All right.
It's so funny.
Qua. Name 3 spicy chips.
Hot Cheetos, Takis, hot onions.
Ooh.
I eat those for lunch.
Okay.
Breakfast,
Your
lunch,
intestines
dinner.
Oh,
are screaming.
I don't eat spicy foods.
All right. Ready, Billy?
No.
Name 3 different exercises.
Squats, push-ups, lunges.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Kind of panicked.
My heart's going crazy.
I know. I'm like squats, push-ups.
All right. Qua.
Huh?
Name 3 cake flavors.
Chocolate, vanilla,
come
strawberry.
on.
Okay.
Sure.
Have you not have like strawberry
Red
ice cream?
velvet.
cake?
The birthday
The
the
birthday cake.
funfetti one.
That's actually kind of disgusting. And I actually don't like funfetti.
Well,
It
Agree
honestly
to
doesn't
Birthday
really
cake,
taste like anything
birthday
to me.
flavor. Birthday cake, birthday favor.
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 Oh, y'all see my hair? This is nasty. Take a
All
shower.
right. Ready,
It's all
Billy?
clean.
You said this before the show.
No. That's not fair.
It's 2-2,
not
right?
fair.
No.
What is it?
It's
2-2.
It's 2-2.
2-2.
2-2.
Okay. Name 3 TikTok songs.
Say so, Renegade, Savage.
Renegade's not a song. Renegade's not a song. Renegade's not a song.
Lottery.
No. No. That was way.
It counts. It counts.
It doesn't.
Renegade's not a song. Renegade's
Let
not a
me count
song.
it. Let me count it.
Let me do
That's
it.
a dance. Not a song.
Sorry, guys. 2-2.
Okay, 2-2. 2-2.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Y'all are going for qua, and I don't like it here. I don't like this environment. Just gonna say that here. I thought this was supposed to be a Christian, holy environment, and I feel very attacked right now. This is not. I don't feel safe anymore.
I'm leaving. Bye.
I quit. I don't want to do this. No, I'm just kidding. It's Qua's turn.
But did you die?
I wish I did. No, I'm just kidding. JK. Ha ha ha.
Okay. Anyways.
Ciao.
Qua,
Anyways,
name
so-
3 car brands.
come
Toyota,
on.
Ford, Chevrolet.
Okay, the fact that spit came out of your mouth though.
Chevrolet.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Billy.
I don't want to do this
Billy.
anymore.
Billy, you got this one.
What?
Are you ready?
No.
Billy. Billy.
It's my name.
This is technically.
Don't wear it out.
We both missed one, Billy.
Yeah.
I'm done. No. Okay, ready? Name 3 musicals.
Oh, Hamilton, Heather's, Beetlejuice.
That's not fair.
I was kind of hoping that would go to Qual. Qual would have been like,
What?
I would have gotten so mad at you. But give me that question.
Okay.
I didn't even say my favorite.
What's-
Les Mis.
what score?
Go watch that
Hold on.
movie. Aaron
Score is
Tveit.
3-3. 3-3.
3-3.
3-3.
Yeah. Okay.
Inhale.
Quad. Name 3 football teams.
Falcons, Cowboys, Eagles.
I would have just blanked.
Rangers.
Rangers.
Y'all know I would though. I'd be like, the Mavs.
Billy.
No.
Name 3 types of water brands.
Fiji, Dasani, and the other one.
Oh my gosh, I love that one.
The other one, yeah. I love that brand.
It's so quenching. Yeah.
Smart water! I think Quad's getting easier.
You just got musical, so don't even.
Okay.
Okay, but like.
Not even in.
Quad. Name
Sorry.
3 things that rhyme with stay.
Hey, May, lay.
Bay.
Too easy.
I want to go home. I didn't even want to be here.
Oh my gosh. It's okay.
What is it?
This
What is it? What's the
safe.
score?
You can say
I don't
that.
feel safe.
5-3.
5-3.
Then why'd you say that? No, I'm just kidding.
I can make myself cry if I whine enough.
That's impressive.
Yeah, if I stand up and I like stop my feet, I'll start crying. I promise you I will.
No.
Like actually?
No, like actually.
Can you
I
do
did
it
in
right
computer.
now?
I did it outside.
Can you actually do it
after
right now?
I don't want to cry right now.
Okay.
I had-
okay. You
No, I
cried
didn't have a
already?
good day. I had a fine day. It was fun.
It was a fun
It was
day.
okay. Anyways, question. Moving on. Let's ignore Billy's problems.
Sign 3 letters of the alphabet.
A, B, C.
Before the
A,
time
B,
you even
C,
started.
D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Nope. Q,
Yeah.
R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Wow.
Qua.
Don't mess up.
Say 3.
Don't mess up.
No,
Don't
do
mess us up.
3
Don't
ASMR
mess it up.
sounds.
Oh no! Time's up.
Bro, was the last one like silence? Cause
That's still
You
one,
gotta go.
right?
Okay. You know.
Is it 5-4?
Yeah, 5-4.
we got the Longs in the house.
Hi, Kaden. Hi, Adeline. That music's so loud.
Yeah, that is loud.
Loud.
Period. I'm so sleep deprived. What's the next question?
Name 3 pet animals.
A cat, dog, and a ferret.
A ferret?
Y'all don't know? Have y'all not
A
seen?
ferret?
Like on TikTok, they have little ferrets and they make them like wiggle.
A ferret?
No, I promise you, people have ferrets.
That's not a ferret.
I agree.
Is that? It's a ferret.
I want a
pet?
ferret. Somebody
Yeah,
give me
it's
a
a bird.
ferret. It's
Oh.
a bird.
It's a bird.
Child.
That's a parrot,
That's
not
a
a ferret.
parrot. A ferret,
parrot, not a
is
ferret.
a little animal.
A ferret's
A
like
ferret
a long
is
guinea
not
pig.
a pet.
Do you know how
It's like a squirrel.
Do you know how many people have a pet ferret? I'm not kidding.
I have guinea pigs. They're practically rats.
I will look up on
Guinea
TikTok.
pigs aren't rats.
I will show
But
you
they
right
practically
now
are
on
rats.
TikTok how many people have a pet ferret. I'm not kidding.
No,
Okay.
pet ferrets are a thing.
5-5.
I
It
get.
depends on where you go, where you live.
Where you go?
If you go, yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Mama.
No.
I think my ferrets are broken. See? They got ferrets. I told you. I know what I'm talking about.
They're so cute.
Qua.
We can give it to her.
5-5.
Make 3 different animal sounds.
Where's
Wolf,
that timer?
moo,
No.
meow.
Okay.
Did you say
No.
moo moo meow?
I said wolf.
I'm
moo,
sorry,
meow.
Qual.
No?
Ah.
Different question?
No. That's fine.
No.
Did you get the
No,
point?
No.
No, no.
Different question. Emily, different question?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wolf,
okay.
moo meow.
No, not a different question. He lost it. It's Billy's turn.
Okay.
It's not my fault.
Go off.
Danny messed up.
Go off. Go off.
But you said daddy. I was like,
I did choose it.
I said Danny.
All right, let's move on.
Do 3, Billy. Do 3 dance moves.
The figure 8 did it. Boom.
I'm sorry.
How is that
Yeah,
fair?
no,
I'm not gonna
you-
give that to you either.
You can't get it.
I'm so sorry.
Connor, you need to pay attention. We should not have you back there if you're not going to do your job. You just wasted 2 of my
canceled.
questions that we would have gotten if he had been paying attention.
It's
Take off his
5-5
headphones.
anyways.
Go off.
Hold up.
I will.
Hold up.
Emily
Pause.
should be controlling it. Anyways, moving on.
Okay, go guys.
Okay.
Qua's turn.
I don't think I actually know how to
Name
do this.
3 muscles.
Tricep, bicep,
Licep.
ACL.
ACL, dude. ACL is a ligament. Anterior cruciate ligament.
Oh,
L.
period. 5-5. I don't know muscles, so
It's 5-6. Quad's
What?
1 up.
that wasn't a point.
I know, he didn't get that.
What did he get?
It was 1 from a different one. I'll have to look back what. But I
It
don't
has
know.
been 5-5 for the past 3 rounds.
No, you just got another point. It was
I got a
6-4.
point. Wait.
What? Who's winning?
Everybody's been telling me yes.
Qua.
I'm telling you, I'm
you're
not
winning.
going to
Oh,
eat wasabi. I don't care if I lose. I'm not doing it.
I don't even think we
You're
have
1
wasabi.
down.
I'm just telling you, I'm not going to do it.
Wait, whose turn is it?
It's my
Qua.
turn. No,
No,
he
it's
just
yours.
went.
I mean, Millie.
Make 3 facial expressions.
Okay.
How is this fair? How is this fair?
That was so good.
How is this fair?
That literally all these questions are
I went-
easy.
How is this
All of them are easy.
Yeah, name 3
I'm
muscles.
like I'm dead. I'm alive, but
I love that. 2 more.
All right, 3 more.
5 more.
6,000.
3.
No, we'll do.
Do y'all remember when over 9,000 was a thing?
No.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Shout out to Esperanza who supports me.
Name 3 types of clothing.
Shirt, pants, sweatshirt.
Socks, shoes,
It wasn't that difficult.
gloves, scarves,
Name
headbands,
3
earmuffs.
Billy?
Yeah, did you?
Name 3 things that you can eat at Thanksgiving.
Turkey rolls and stuffing.
You almost lost that
I
one.
don't know. Let me watch the replay.
No, she.
I forgot what it was called. I was like, what's that called?
No,
Y'all,
I thought
Okay.
she was in my.
I'm a picky eater, so I don't know what people eat at Thanksgiving. I'm like, turkey, rolls. Like, that's all I eat.
Last one?
Last one?
Are you winning?
He's
No,
winning.
6-6.
How much
Yo.
is he winning by?
6-6.
That
It's
is
7-7.
It's 7-7.
that is the
7 is
devil's
7.
number.
2 more?
What?
7-7 isn't the devil's number.
It's 6-6.
not one.
6-6-6.
And then at 3:33 is the devil's hour. Did you know that?
3.
It's
Yeah,
like it's
actually,
a thing
I
among
didn't know that.
Pastor?
It's a thing among ghost hunters. You wouldn't get it. Just kidding. I used to cry at 3:33 if I was awake up that late.
Why? That's scary. You know you're awake during 3:33 p.m. What's the difference?
Yeah, but that's during the day. It's dark and I was alone in my room.
Aw.
It's okay. I'm
I
a
thought it
scaredy
was
cat.
AM.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said PM.
No, she said you're awake during PM, and I was like, yeah, but that's
We
during
had
the
this
day.
conversation 2 seconds ago. How do you don't remember?
She
I'm
doesn't pay
looking at
attention.
I'm trying to find hard
She's trying to
questions.
find hard
you made
questions
all
for
the
us.
questions so easy.
You literally read them before. Why didn't you tell me to change them?
Oh,
They were easy.
can you stop arguing and look for the questions? I'm just JK.
Okay.
JK. Let's all have a little
Name
lesson.
3 Smoky
Oh, it's
members.
yours.
Smoky.
What?
What is that?
Smoky.
Huh?
Name 3 of Smoky members. Smoky. What is that?
I literally don't know what you're saying.
Give it to her. Give it to her.
Da-dun.
It's one of the very last ones.
All right, next question.
Different question. Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh,
It's Trap Bunny.
name 3
Bubbles.
famous painters.
I want to live in that mansion.
Me? Oh,
happening?
Picasso.
I'm not saying Mozart.
Mozart.
I was about to Mozart. That's like not like that's not a.
Do you not see what I'm
I don't
talking
really
about?
know what I was writing.
I'm like, what is that?
Da Vinci? I'm so funny. I want to go home.
Ready? Sure. Name 3 continents.
That's a good one.
Oh, Africa, North America, South America.
That was really good. I'm really proud
No,
of you.
he didn't have it on. He didn't have it on.
I would have gotten it anyways. I win.
Okay. Yeah, Billy wins.
Period. I pulled through. I was down, but to all my haters, I came back and I took that dub.
Are we having
You
wasabi?
wish.
Wasabi?
You were as good as
Are we
me.
having wasabi?
Go check if there's
I
wasabi.
don't
Go check if there's
really
wasabi.
want to.
Girl.
I lost, so I can do it.
Yeah, Qua's not a
Paul's
baby.
the one
He'll
who
do
wanted
it.
to do it, so he lost and let him do it.
Good for you. Actually, no, we don't have any left.
That's tough. Here, I'll hit him. He lost. That's what he gets.
Yay.
Oh.
All right, thank you everybody for watching us the game segment. Next up is the Amanda Show, which is gonna be live from
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. So let's go watch the Amanda Show.
Woo!
Welcome to the Amanda Show. I am live with my cousins. They're kind of nervous because I told them the loser is going to get pied, and they don't want to lose. So basically, welcome to UG. We are live from North Carolina. They go to school at Fletcher Academy, and we have a and 2 sophomores. They are twins. These are my cousins. And you want to say your name?
I am Micah States.
I'm Jamie States. And I'm Jason States. And we're just like connecting with people around the world, or country, world, same thing, you know? So a little like icebreaker question that I've started asking random questions. And so my random question is, what's your close call story? So I'll tell mine. So basically it was like last year, I was in Washington, D.C. on a history trip, and we were walking at night, and we were walking back to the place where we were staying, and my friend and I were walking a little bit behind the group, and we were about to cross the street, and then I started going, and then a bus was coming, and she yanked me back, and she saved my life. It was just really funny, like, and so, you wanna go?
So I'm in the, like, I have my permit right now, so I was practicing driving, or like not really practicing, I was just on the road in little, and we get to like the exit, the off ramp, and and we went around the circle, whatever. And I have like this, I'm in like a big Suburban or whatever, just traveling in the dark and stuff. And, or maybe this was daylight, but we, like, there's like the guardrail right there, and we were literally, I was literally so close, I almost ran into it. I was like swerving at so fast. It was kind of scary, but yeah, I'm here now, so I made it.
Are you sure? You're just like a safe person.
Yeah, I'm a very safe person.
His mom is behind the camera saying no.
I've had many close calls actually. I guess one, I am in gymnastics and I like to tumble a lot, which is doing like backflips and back handsprings and stuff. We also have this little mini tramp, which is a trampoline that's wide angle, about 3 feet by 3 feet wide. And one day I went off of it, and we have this big crash pad that we land on, or try to land on so we don't kill ourselves. And then one day I didn't land on it, and I actually really messed up my shoulder, and it was messed up for probably a whole year. But considering how high it was in the air, it could have been a lot worse. So.
Okay, so another thing to do with acro, I guess it's not really acro related, but my sister and I were playing on the acro mats when they were like standing up, and we were playing tag on them, and we were running around on top, and the ground underneath is concrete, and I actually fell off of them, and I hit my head and sprained my wrist, so that could have been pretty bad because I could have broken my neck probably.
Wow, those are kind of scary. Mine was more like a funny situation, but anyway, so our challenge game thing for tonight is we're going to be playing Who's Most Likely To. And so they actually have another sibling that is not here right now, but we're playing it with these ones because they're away at college. He's away at college. So are you guys ready? Yes, so? You ready? All right. Are you ready for the first one? Okay. So this one, you guys have to write it without anyone seeing, and then we're gonna show it after you guys write it. Okay. Your first question is, who's most likely to do weird/funny things in public? Smirk on his face. Are you... You have your answer? You have your answer? Are you confident?
No, I don't like it.
Oh. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh! What? They all... So...
Much more things that are not ordinary than you guys in public.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, the loser, the person that actually gets the point is going to lose. So the person who's most likely to is point to Micah. We're giving the point to Micah. All right. Next question. Yeah, you can do that. Who's most likely to fall asleep in class? If they're just too good students.
I feel too guilty if I fall asleep in class.
It actually depends on the teacher. Depends on what we're doing. You guys have your answers? Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Jamie?
Jamie laying her little head down on a desk and collapsing and sleep.
I think it's Jamie because she usually stays up a lot later than the rest of us, so she's probably more likely to fall. Okay, so like in classes that are really boring, I lay my head down but I don't go to sleep.
You got the point. I'm sorry. So far, JC is safe. So far. We'll see. Ready? Next question. Who is most likely to worry about things? That was really... 3, 2, 1, go. JC? Alright. We got some abbreviations. Alright. Are you ready for it? Okay. Who's most likely to travel the world?
The bad one.
I know. Yeah, but it's okay. You know? You have a reason behind yours? 3, 2, 1. Me, Jamie. Me. Again?
But I want to be a traveling author, but that's it.
You didn't know that.
No.
All right.
No.
Jamie has 2 points. Sorry. Next one. Who's most likely to not take a shower for a week? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Jamie? Micah?
I don't know. This sounds terrible. Like, I don't know. You just seem like you don't care.
He cares about being clean, guys. He cares. He cares.
Sorry.
Anyway, next question. Who's most likely to sleep through a fire alarm? It's easy. You want to explain why it's easy? 3, 2, 1, go.
He has hearing aids and he sleeps without them, so.
Yeah. He's dead. I'm sorry.
I can't. It's so bad that I have to have like a vibrating bed alarm because I usually can't hear any alarm, and so it'll like rattle my whole bed so I can actually wake up in the morning.
There was one time that we had like a gas type of thing, and then there was a really loud alarm and I didn't wake up. So I could have died, but I didn't get the point. He did.
To be honest, I forgot that we had hearing aids. Wow. I think that's a good thing. Like when I first came, I was like, oh yeah, when I asked the question. Who's most likely to spend all their money on something stupid? Tyler? Their brother?
Difficult.
It's difficult. It's difficult. Are you ready? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Mike?
I'll see you one. I just feel like, okay, so I only have one pair of shoes, and I feel like like once upon a time you got lots of socks. Or was that Tyler? No, I'm just saying, like, different. Okay, well, no, okay.
She's not Tyler, Jamie.
What's your excuse? Well, I don't think it's me because, like, when I first got my, like, debit card, I was, like, so scared to spend it. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna waste all my money.
Because you don't know how to spend your money. You would maybe not know what you're trying to buy, and then you buy the one thing that you're not supposed to buy, and spend all your money on it. Jamie, you should reverse your answer.
Jamie, reverse your answer.
Reverse it.
Speaking some facts over here. Are you ready for the next one? Who's most likely to break out in a song randomly? You guys all kind of sing. You have the answer? Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. JC.
I think it's Jamie because she plays the piano a lot and she listens to tons of music, and so she's always like singing, like. It's true, but I don't want the point. A lot of times she's just singing like harmony with no melody, so it's like, oh dear. No, I wear earbuds, so I'm the only one who hears melody, and then everyone else hears harmony. They're like, can you just shut up? I'm like, sometimes you forget the melody and you just sing the harmony because that's what you know.
Alright, how many points do you have? 2? How many points? You have 3? This is the last question. Are you guys ready?
No, she could try.
Oh. I don't know how to. All right. Who's most likely to laugh at a wrong moment? Think long and hard. You got it? You got it? All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes.
All right. Jamie loses.
Is because Jamie laughs at literally everything. Like, you could just say, like, hi to her, and she just starts laughing. So, she's kind of...
I'm a joyful human being.
Yeah, no shame. No shame. That's what I meant. That's unfortunate. All right, we're gonna go outside, so we're gonna move the camera because you don't have to pause it. So we're gonna get up and walk outside. Michael, do you want to grab your camera for me? We have to keep the camera plugged in. All right. Yes, JC. I bet. Should we go out on the grass or out down here? Yes, you can do the whole thing. So, here's the plate. I'm sorry. This is. Yes, come in the frame. All right. So, this is JC pulling out all her anger on you. Like, she's like, I'm so done with you. Oh, you're getting it on me. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get your hair ready. Your neighbors are gonna be like, what is going on? You better not dodge me. Do not. No, here, you can count us down.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, what?
Come show your face. Come closer. We should have got some paper towels for you. Anyways, thank you so much for joining the Amanda Show and joining in with my cousins from North Carolina. And I hope you guys had a great day. And I hope that the talk will... What am I saying? I hope that you guys go enjoy the talk. Bye.
I hate the days where the hardest thing to do is to wake up. I regret waking up. I hate the rush of that gut-wrenching ache settling at the bottom of my chest every time I open my eyes. It's the same pain, just a different day. The days meshed together into weeks with no difference in sight. The nights before, I had cried myself to sleep. When I look in the mirror, the giant of unworthiness stares right back at me. The question of, why am I not good enough, haunts me and echoes through the halls of my mind. Under dark, stained, sleepless eyes, my brokenness pierces right through me. Complete and utter exhaustion. The pain simmers through my veins day after day. I wish that I could erase all the pain, but I just can't shake the feeling off. It always comes back for another cycle of torment. I'm sick of trying to fight for myself. The depths of my soul crave for more than just pain. I long for the light at the end of the tunnel that everyone keeps preaching to me about, but where is it? Does this strike a chord with you? Do you feel the tug at your heart too? Do you feel your giant speaking to you like it does to me? What if I told you of a God who meets us where we are? At our dead ends, sleepless nights, racing minds, aching hearts, and numb feelings. What if I told you someone was up for all of that? All of our mess, all of our giants. You know, the giant who keeps us up until 3 in the morning, the giant who plagues our days with crippling anxiety, the ones who shatter our dignity with doubt, the ones who strike at the very core of who we are and how we think about ourselves. This God wants every single ounce of what you're carrying right now. I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of these giants taunting me. I want them gone. Do you? Hey guys, welcome back to UG Talks. We are here studying the book Goliath Must Fall. Hey. The link is in our Instagram bio, so check it out. Today we have Liz.
Hey guys, welcome. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I'm so excited.
Yes, we are too. And we have...
Wow.
Yes, we do. And got...
Oh, I didn't get that. Okay, cool. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so just to try to jump right into this.
Yes.
Chapter 3. It's talking about fear as our giant.
It is.
So this chapter definitely has a lot to unpack. Like I literally, like if you see my notes.
Dude, you should see my notes.
Girl, yes. I saw them earlier. There's so much.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so the chapter starts out talking about planes, right?
Yeah.
And how like some people can get like serious anxiety from flying planes. Like I don't know, do you guys experience that?
Yeah, when I first went on a plane, bro, I could not look out a window.
Really?
My parents put me on a window seat.
Oh.
So
I love the window seat. Actually,
you saw everything.
I saw everything. So I didn't even sit on the seat. I like on the floor.
Oh wow.
I was on the floor.
That's a whole other level.
Oh my gosh, what about you, Liz?
I've done a lot of planes. I've done like 10-hour planes. Like after a while,
right. You travel a lot.
I do. But I think I'm pretty used to it. But there's always that uncertainty. Like you always hear on the news, a plane crash, a plane goes missing. Like is this plane that I'm gonna be on like next on the news, guys? Like, right? Love you all. But yeah, I mean, I think I've gotten used to it. But I flew by myself one time. It's actually such a vibe. So if you ever travel by yourself, like,
have you traveled by yourself?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh
like
gosh,
I did it,
lucky.
and it's like a vibe, like independent. Like you just like walking. I had like my headphones in. I was like, nobody talk to me. Like I'm on a roll, stuff like that.
Look at
so,
that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I love that. Me too. I love traveling. I love flying. I don't know. It's probably like my favorite like way to travel.
Yeah,
like road trips are good. I like that, but like flying,
it's just different.
It's different. You're right.
I just want to say for all those who don't like flying, I hate flying.
Oh, okay.
So
Why?
I'm so scared of it.
Oh, that's crazy because we're talking about fear today. So that giant will fall. Fear must fall. Amen. Amen.
Yes. Okay. So talking about planes, the author was saying, I'll just read it. It says, "How can we land if we can't see the ground?" And I feel like a lot of us say this or like think like this in a way where we want to land, we want to cross that finish line, we want the sleepless nights end, we want the endless cycle like to stop.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we can't see like that thing, you know? Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's where like faith comes in, and we'll definitely get into that later on. Yeah, listeners. But yeah, I just wanted to like
let's get my feet off
I just wanted to point that out because I feel like we do think about it like that, and it's important to know that and to like understand that. So yeah. One of the things that stood out to me like in this beginning part, it says, talking about fear grips us whenever we believe that apart from or in spite of our best efforts, something undesirable is going to happen and we can't stop it. Sometimes fear is irrational, and sometimes it's rational. Sorry, I cannot read. But no matter what kind of fear it is, it always affects us. So talking about like we were just talking about this.
Yeah.
What's the difference between irrational and rational fear?
Define irrational. Rational. I'm so confused.
Irrational is like it doesn't make sense.
Oh.
It was kind of
Like,
confusing to
how
us when we were like
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
why
it.
Fear something that's not making sense.
Yeah.
Like.
So what does that look like? I think, what did I say?
Like
I said
more normal like everyday life stuff.
yeah.
You fear that. I think that's irrational
Yeah.
fear.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said earlier?
I don't.
I don't either.
Kind of just left my brain.
I think like one thing that it could be was like if you like sit down in a chair, you're not scared that it's gonna like
Oh, yeah,
collapse.
you're right.
Like you're gonna sit down.
Yeah.
So like being scared to sit down every time, just like that's a irrational fear. Like you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But, like a rational fear would be like COVID, or like if you know in the news like a tornado is gonna come, like you have the right to be scared because you know it's like legit coming.
Exactly.
And it's undesirable. It's not something we want. And so
Right.
that's where like fear is.
Right. Totally. It also says here. Sorry. Trying to fix this thing. Okay. So I wanted to read this part of the book. Actually, yeah. Actually, no. I'll just get into like what do you guys like get from this part of like fear.
Oh. Claude, do you have anything? Not really?
No, not really.
Well, this chapter is my chapter. Like, this is my giant. Like,
Yeah.
fear is my giant. So, like, this book goes over, like, 4 or 5. I think one is, like, addiction, one is fear, one is, what was the 4th chapter? Rejection. Like, there's
Yeah.
other fears. And, like, I was supposed to, like, be on the live for, like, last week, but, like, I was already, like, pre-booked or whatever.
Oh my God.
But it's so crazy that like things worked out for this chapter and that I had to read this chapter because this is literally like
Perfect timing.
my giant. And it was
Yeah.
scary to read because you're like, don't tell me that. Like I'm already scared enough type of thing. But it's so crazy because like this is my giant. So I think
Yeah.
we're gonna have a lot to talk about
Yeah,
and
for
expose
sure.
myself a little bit.
Expose all of
Safe
us.
place, safe place. So
Yes.
yeah, let's get into it.
I was gonna say, Quad, does fear like you ever like does that struggle? Like do you struggle with that? Is it,
Kind
like-
of, but it's mostly. I think it's anxiety mostly.
Well, I was gonna say that like in the book, anxiety and like worry are like cousins
Yeah.
of fear.
Mm-hmm.
So
Same boat.
yeah, same boat. But yeah, I totally anxiety.
I mean, at this point,
Definitely
who
me.
doesn't?
Yes, for sure. It says here, going off of fear, where fear is a big deal in the story of us and God.
Yeah.
In Scripture, the commandment repeated the most is the commandment to fear not. Someone added these up, and apparently there are 366 fear nots in the Bible. One fear not for every day of the year. Okay, yeah. And so, like, what I was gonna say about that, God knows that like fear is a pretty big deal to us, and like going back to like how many times it's mentioned, I feel like that was like that's so true. Like God wouldn't just like say don't be afraid just because it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that like really stood out to me, and it shows us that He understands us.
Yeah.
So like we're not like struggling with this alone. We're like He's like this higher being than us, and we're like But yeah, that stood out to me.
Yeah. What about you, Kwa?
Yeah, I feel like he knows us. He
I like
knows that we have struggle, and he knows that like we have those fears, like you say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have those, so he's saying that I can help you.
Yeah.
I can help you build with those anxieties and fears. And did you say the other one?
What?
Anxieties.
Oh,
Worry.
Worry, yeah,
Worry,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And also, like, I was thinking, like, He walked on this earth, too. So, literally, like, He is just as human as any of us.
Yeah.
So, like, that really got me. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, there was another part that stood out to me. It says, fear can demoralize us, yeah, and ultimately diminish God's glory in our lives. It never diminishes God's glory within God Himself, because God's intrinsic worth cannot be changed.
What a blessing.
And then it also says a little later on, But the way we reflect God's glory gets diminished. The way we show the world who God is and the way we show ourselves who God is, that is what is lessened.
Yikes.
That really stood out to me because fear definitely cripples us and it like obstructs our like view of God,
100%.
making it us hard to trust Him.
Yeah.
So on that, I've learned like that God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Speak a word.
He never changes.
Yeah.
And so we have that truth to like combat that fear within us.
Yeah.
But this is also like where doubt comes in, where our own voice in our heads are become louder than like anybody's or even God's. And I feel like I've come to learn that God's voice is like very still and it's small. And when we're busy all the time, like that's really hard to listen to. And so this actually like reminded me of the conference we did for girls or for the ladies. It was talking about how we need to find God in the pockets of time that we have in our day, where like what are you doing like when you're driving to work? What are you doing when you're like driving on the drive home from school? Or like in between classes? Like that really stood out to me because a lot of times we can't hear God's voice when we're so busy doing stuff.
Or like
so
blasting music or like trying to
distract ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like fear is like hiding God's voice from us, and fear is just like shading it.
Wow.
That's a good
That's
perspective. That's
I
nice.
like that, Qua.
Hey, Qua, speak a word.
Yeah, Qua. Look at you.
Yeah.
I like that. It also says here, or points out, like fear doesn't always look like fear.
That's true.
So what does that? What does that mean, you guys?
I think for me, like if I'm just so like consumed in like, oh my gosh, like I'm not realizing that it's fear. I'm thinking, oh, it's anxiety. Oh, it's like something that I just need to get done. But in reality, I'm like scared to death. So it's like you don't see fear. And it's hard to feel fear because you're more stressed or worried. So you don't like call it fear. And that's where it gets sketchy because like then you're like, what am I doing?
Why don't we call it fear? Is it because we don't want to admit it to ourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel weak either. No one likes
So
to
would
feel
you say
weak.
fear is like seen as a weakness in society?
At least for me it is.
I think people put it in our mind that you can't fear, even though it's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
I like that.
Speak
That's
a
so
word.
Goodness.
Wow, he got this. He got this.
Hold on. So,
Yes.
how do you think we can normalize fear? Like,
I like that.
Should we normalize fear?
well, if we don't go through the emotion, like we're never truly gonna get over that fear. You know what I mean? So, how do you think we, like here? Let's start in UG, right? How do you think we can normalize fear?
Well, I mean, normalizing fear as in like, I think just sharing our struggles
And
with
making
fear.
it safe.
Yeah,
to
and making
open
it.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
You can always prank people.
That would cause more fear.
But yeah, that's what I think.
It does sometimes cause more fear to share.
Yeah.
Your like it's just it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
it's easier said than done.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Later on in the book, it tells us like 4 ways to combat it. So that can tie into like as an answer. Here in the book, it says fear is a symptom of a deeper cause. And I was like, oh no, like what do you mean? I'm just scared. Like, no, there's a reason you're scared. There's a deeper underlining. And I don't know if we can get into it now, the 3 ways.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so there's 3 like types of fear, or like 3, I guess you could say like different layers or areas
I would say
of
like
fear.
roots of fear.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Roots of fear. Yeah. So the first one, it says fear comes from our conditioning. And what they mean by that's like your environment. So like, let's say like we're all living in our houses like with their parents right now. We're pretty young still. But like it's talking about like if you're living in a place where you don't feel safe, you're going to be fear. Like if your neighborhood's not safe, or if you in your house you don't feel safe with the people that you're living with, it's just going to cause a lot of fear. Or if your parents are like, don't do this, don't do that, don't touch this. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything. I'm so scared to mess up. Like, so that is like, as like a root, like from the beginning, if you were raised that way, then you're going to be feeling fear a lot, because then that just opens up to when you're at school, when you're at work, like you don't want to mess up, you don't want to do anything wrong, because you know there's going to probably be repercussions. The second one says fear from our concealing, and I was like, I think this one might be.
Oh my gosh, that was that was so me.
Yeah, so it's like hiding something. So like you did something bad, you sin, and like you don't open up about it, or you just like keep it in and you don't share it, and it's just like this guilt and this shame, and then you're just scared of talking about it. So it's like concealing and it's like embarrassing. And like I think the like what we could call it, like the quote for that would be, what if the real me gets revealed and what will everyone think? And I was like, okay.
That quote hit me hard.
Yeah, that was me. And I was like, oh my gosh. Because you don't want people to know what you messed up about. Like, you don't want them to know like that. Like, you could say like secret sin, or that sin that you've not told anybody. So like that's fear from concealing. And the third one is fear from our controlling. So those who like to control and don't have control, game over, because they're going to be like, I'm not in control. I don't know what step B is. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, that's fear. And that goes with stress and worry.
Well, that sounds
too.
like a song.
Is it? Is there a song like that?
Yeah, there's a song.
Equal.
It's a really good song.
What song?
That's great.
Conceal, don't feel.
Don't
let them know.
Okay.
Let it go.
That should be our outro song tonight.
Oh well.
But fear.
They're lying to us.
I feel
That's
like
what they're
fear is
doing.
controlling.
Yeah.
It's, what's it called? Goes with all of us because we have our own responsibilities.
Yeah.
Of school, of what's it called?
Just
Family.
Sports,
stuff,
family,
cleaning,
Friends.
Hispanics out there.
Friends.
Nah, just kidding. I love my culture. I love my culture.
Yeah,
Even
all-
friends.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even
Oh,
relationships,
Yeah.
For sure. I wanted to like jump into like a little bit of like the conditioning part.
Okay, backtracked, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Number one, fear comes from our conditioning.
Yes. So like you said, like it comes from our family. So what do you like? Do you guys have warriors in your family?
Warriors?
Warriors.
Oh, worriers.
Yeah, not like warriors.
I was like, oh,
sorry.
yes, my parents are warriors.
Yeah. But like they tend to worry. I know in my family, Mom, if you're watching,
Hey,
stop
love
by.
you.
Love you, but like she worries a
Yeah.
lot, and that it does rub on me.
Yeah, I
So-
think that's a parent trait, though.
Yeah, for sure.
All
for
parents
sure.
worry.
But yeah, do you guys have like that warrior in your family?
Yeah, I think it's my mom because especially I'm not near her. I'm like half away the world. My parents are, and others have the world, right?
Yeah.
So my family worry a lot about me and my brother, and yeah, and we especially play sports. And if we get injured,
Yeah, they're
it's
not gonna.
all-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. That must be hard, especially for
Yeah.
long distance.
Yeah, we're a long distance family.
Liz, do you have a warrior? That's so hard to say, guys.
Warriors.
I think it might be me. Like
Honestly,
I said, this is my
actually-
giant. Like I pretty much worry about anything. Like I'll leave the house, be like, oh my gosh, like I hope I don't get in a car wreck with Miko. Or
Oh my god, girl.
No, you're a safe driver.
No, I
amen.
get you.
But yeah, I think I'm the worrier. I mean, like I said, I think it's a parent trait for them to worry about their children. You know, so I have an older brother. I'm sure he worries about me, and I mean, do older siblings worry about their younger siblings?
course,
Just
of
kidding.
course.
But I know that I do worry a lot. Like I don't need someone to be like, you have to have good grades. Like I already put that pressure on myself.
Yes,
So.
yes. On that note, I think, like you said, we create our own conditioning.
Yeah,
of
I think
fear.
you said that, and that's true.
Yes, like for me, like for my like fear of worrying, or like I guess one of my biggest fears is just like people leaving. People leaving, like, or like the people that I'm close to just end up
Abandoning.
Yeah, and I think that's like super real to me.
Yeah.
So like yeah, I mean,
That kind of goes into concealing, because if you don't like talk about that.
yeah, for sure. Actually, we should go into the concealing one.
Yeah, that one was.
I wanted to read something here. It says, I can just read this whole thing.
Literally,
So
we might as well just read the book and
I
audio
might
book.
as well. I really might as well. So here we go. Anytime we conceal something major under the hood of our lives, fear is allowed to flourish. This is the pattern. We make mistakes, we sin, but we don't confess. Mostly because we feel embarrassed, or we feel ashamed, or we don't want to be a thought of as anything else less than perfect. Sorry, that was hard to read. So we choose to keep going in the same stressful direction, living with the horrible feeling that someday whatever we've done will become public knowledge. We stuff those feelings of shame and embarrassment or perfectionism deep within us, and the stuffed feelings worm their way out of us in the form of anxiety. And then we think, what if the real us gets revealed? That, guys.
Qua, speak a word. Speak a word, Qua.
Yeah, but
Okay, no pressure.
but I don't know.
How does that speak to you?
I think it says more about how we are as our own person than how other people think about us, you know? Yeah. I think fear is more our thought, us thinking that we're gonna do something wrong than other people
Thinking, yeah.
Yeah, like you have this fear, but then it's more about us as having like it's more like, oh, I'm gonna do something wrong, so other people are gonna think that I'm doing something wrong. But when in that case, nobody's gonna think anything about what you're gonna do. Everyone's thinking about themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I like that. That's so. That is kind of snapping, by the way. If you didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
I definitely struggle with this. I like to conceal a lot.
So
And if
don't
I'm
just kidding.
And that's definitely a struggle that I have. Like, if you know me, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, that part definitely spoke to me. Like you said, it's a lot of overthinking in our heads. And I am definitely the pro at that.
It's a toxic cycle. Like,
it is.
It's just like, how do I get out of this mentality? Like, it's so draining, and you're just like captivated in this fear. Like, it's so overwhelming. It's crippling. Like,
yes, girl, preach.
Okay, maybe I'll just like get into it just a little bit.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, I started off like in college, like on campus, but then I got so scared because of COVID and like fear, like it drove me home. But this is where concealing comes in, because I was like, I don't want anybody knowing that I'm here. Like, I only said bye to like 2 people out of like however many I knew. So then I get home and I was like, I don't want anybody to know that I'm here. So that's where that concealing comes in, because I felt embarrassed that I left college. I felt embarrassed that I was back home, even though like, what a blessing it is to be home, you know? But I was like, I don't want people thinking that like I'm a failure for leaving, or that I'm too scared and not living a lie. So I was like, let me not tell anybody. But then it was just this toxic cycle. I was like, I left school because I was scared, and then now I'm home being scared. So like, what am I doing? So when I tell you it's a toxic cycle, it truly is. Like, it's not fun. It's embarrassing. But then you just have to like,
we're gonna talk about that. We'll get later into that. Like, what do we do with this fear?
Yeah. And we all have different ways of coping.
Yes, for sure.
So
the other one is, I think we kind of touched on it pretty good. Fear is controlling, or fear comes from controlling.
Yeah.
I know I like to control like what people think of me. So
presenting like an image.
Yes, but also like not showing emotions where people can see like my weekness.
Yeah, if you know me, you know I don't like to touch on like emotions and feelings, which are not bad.
They're not bad at all.
I'm working on it, guys. Pray for me.
We all need Jesus.
Amen.
Where's Monica?
Literally, I was like, where is she? I think one thing that fear from controlling, like a quote, was they try to run not only their lives but the lives of everyone around them. And I was like, LOL, that's so me. Like in high school, I was like, okay, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this, we're doing that. And my parents were like, wait, what about us? And I was like, oh, you're doing that too. They're like, we have a life too. Like, I was very much like, my agenda, I'm running this joint. When it's not even like that. Like,
yeah, we realize that we don't have control
we
at
truly
all.
do not. And COVID is a perfect example of that.
Yes.
So.
Yes, for sure. Going on to like this next part called Your Relentless Giant, it says, when we go beneath the surface to discover the root of fear, that's a good place to start. By the power of God in us, we examine that root and bring it to Jesus and flow scripture over it and through it. So what I wanted to say about that is that it was the important thing to do is to really like understand the root of fear.
Yeah.
And you can't get further than that if you don't start with that first. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you got to call it what it is.
Yeah, you got to admit it to yourself.
Yeah, and I think that's the first step with any sin.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't call it, if you don't put a title to it, you're never gonna know where to start.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you don't know what your fear is.
Like if you don't say it out for yourself. If you yourself don't notice your fear, you will never cope with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll just become like a habit
Yeah.
and not a healthy habit. I actually highlighted that too. And like the last line was, we immerse ourselves in the goodness and greatness of God and let Jesus shine his light on that root.
Yeah.
So once that root is like shown or revealed to us, what do? We ask God to shine light on that, because fear is in the darkness, not a light trait.
It flourishes in the darkness.
Exactly. So as long as we have the Lord and his light, that root can be done. Like that's not, I feel like when we think of root, we think of permanent. Like you think of a tree's root, like that's there. But like our roots are able to change, and like we can tear those and like replant. Like
Ooh, look at you.
Not just kidding.
Liz.
No, I'm totally joking.
Nah, girl.
So, but
yeah. I think it next goes into the story of David. It's kind of connecting like the ideas.
We're talking about David and Goliath, guys.
Right?
That's what the book is about.
It says they describe Goliath as a champion.
Oh yeah.
So
that's a nice title.
Right? And it talks about Goliath having a history. And that kind of connects with our giants, you know, like our giants have developed over years. You know, they're not, well, they can like come up like that, but like when you really think about it, like it comes like it just develops over time. And so it says here, these giants didn't show up this morning. They've been around for a while.
Yikes.
Their track record becomes one of the things that taunt us and they use against us. I feel like that was like, that's so true. Like when we look at our fear, like we can definitely name multiple times when it's bothered us or when it's controlled us or hindered us from opportunities or whatever it may be. Like that, understanding that really just hit me, you know? So did that
impact you in any way, Qua? I got you.
So it kind of, I don't know, like fear could control us, but in like the years, fear might have controlled us, but you don't know that.
Unaware of it.
Yeah, you're
subconsciously,
unaware.
bro. Your subconscious.
Wow.
You gotta
Like,
pray that your subconscious is aligned with.
Yeah, because like you can think that like, oh, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. If I don't do this, it's like a lot of things, bad things gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or you're overthinking it.
Yeah, for sure.
And you might have had that for years and years. You might not notice that. Might be a routine, which is kind of really bad.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah.
Going off of routine, like it says here, what our giant could tell us. I defied you yesterday. I defied you the day before. I defied you the day before that and the day before that.
Yikes.
And I'm going to define you today.
But the Lord is the same yesterday, today, and
Oh
tomorrow.
my God. Yes, for
Amen.
sure. And that just like speaks to the cycles that we go
Yeah.
through with fear.
Yeah.
Like you were saying. That like really like put, I don't know, just
Yeah, you just get numb to it. Just like, this is my reality.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be scared for the rest of my life. Like, I definitely had like 3 months of that, like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know if you want to where you want to go to next.
We can. There was another part I wanted to say. It's talking about our war cry. I'll just read it.
Maybe I skipped that part.
So we positioned ourselves for battle. We claimed the victory. We might not even shut down the devil, but that's as far as we get. When the service is over for church, the same giant steps up and defies the power of God to keep us and save us and transform us. Going back to like the cycles where we don't really do anything, we just let it happen. Yeah, for sure. And it goes on to say, for a lot of us, we settle into a dual existence of schizophrenic faith.
I had never heard that before.
Right?
I was like, what?
It goes and explains here, like
Yeah.
one part of us fully believes in the rule and reign of Jesus, confident he's able to change things for the better. But the other parts of us accommodates the pet tiger, caves into the giant. Yes, back to chapter 1, and lives in the valley of defeat. And sadly, this is a norm for all of us.
Yikes.
That really hit me. What does that mean to you? Like this dual existence of like this faith where we believe but we don't at the same time.
I feel like back to the fear shadowing. voice of God, right? We believe that God's there, but we can't see him. We don't know what he thinks, what he is. But fear is trying to redefine what we think he is.
I like that. That's a very good point. I like that. Where fear redefines like how we think about God.
That's so sketchy though. Like you can't really play around like that.
Mhm.
Like you need to know that your fear you can't allow fear to have so much like power over you that's telling you think this way, do that, or God is this. Like who are you? My Lord is my Lord. We give fear too much power. We give fear way too much power.
Yeah.
I'm a product of that, but the Lord is working.
Yes,
Amen,
for
amen.
sure. And it says the solution to our fear is not more determination, but the solution is faith.
There was like a ton of quotes about faith that well, first the verse Hebrews 11:1. Now faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It's the evidence of things we cannot see, and fear is literally the things that we cannot see. So how do we combat that? With faith. And then another quote was, the antidote of fear is faith, and the soundtrack of faith is worship. I was like, I love that. Like that's so beautifully written. And it also said faith comes from hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So like hearing, but like what are we hearing?
Yeah.
What are we allowing us to like?
Yeah, I feel like faith is like the direct opposite of fear.
It is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you don't have faith, you can't combat fear.
Exactly.
You're right.
It's like light and day. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like night and dark.
Night and day.
Night and day. They're polar opposites, but either like they just don't go hand in hand. Like you need to have one more than the other, and obviously we want to have faith to be the triumphing part.
I just want to jump in really quickly. There's a story that I've mentioned here several times, but just in relation to that, I think sometimes yes, faith is the opposite of fear, but it doesn't mean that that it's not there at all. So, for example, kind of like Elijah, after his great thing that he did on the mountain, the next thing he was scared. That's why he wanted to die. That's what he was saying. Hey, no, like I'm not as good as my ancestors, you know, da 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 da. But he was saying, like, he went from being faithful, extremely, to having fear.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, what God did for him was give him food and rest and water. Like that just, for me, tells me he was taking care of him physically, because sometimes the way we are physically might start kind of messing with us. And so I do think that rest and a lot of those things, if we're not physically there, then a lot of different emotions can come our way where they're not really supposed to be there.
Yeah, I'd even say obscurity, because whenever he was like, when Jesus or God was sending him food and giving him rest, he was by himself. Like there was nobody around him attacking him or praising him. So like obscurity is really like, it can be really good, but it can also be really like, you need to be careful with it. Because I tried obscurity and like, yes, it's really cool, but it's also like, okay, like what do I do? Like obscurity means to like retreat, like start over type of thing, like nobody around me, just me and God. But if you do not have that community, it can be very scary, because since it's only you and God, the devil is going to be even more present because he knows it's only you and God. So what is that? It's just an internal battle. So like, I think later on here it says like the importance of the community in combating fear, and how obscurity doesn't always mean like super by yourself. I think it's just like removing certain things. I don't know. It's a really broad topic, and it's not really on topic, but it kind of is. I just wanted to say it because I tried it too.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I think David even had seasons of obscurity before he went and took the throne.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
so like that moment in like mission of preparation and like sharpening yourself for what's next is a really beautiful thing.
I like that, Liz. Look at you preaching.
Preaching from like experience though, like.
But that's still like, that's your story.
It is my story.
So I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Safe place. Thank you, UG.
Going back to fear, it tells us in the book that our invitation is, I guess it kind of goes with the, what did you say?
Obscurity?
Yeah. Where we retreat, our invitation is to like refocus our attention on God. And I feel like that's also another thing we can do to combat fear.
Yeah. Are we going over the 4 ways to combat, or not yet?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just going through the book.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it also talks here like when we're in this part of the book. It's talking about Jesus walking on water.
Yes,
with
that's what I
Peter.
wanted to hit.
Yes. Do you want to get into that actually?
No, go ahead. I'll speak on it after you.
Okay. This one part stood out to me. It's probably not even like that big, but like I'll just read it. It says Jesus walked right on top of the waves.
Wow.
And that spoke to like the power that he has over our fear.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like the waves are our fear.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a beautiful image.
For sure.
I mean, well, it's kind of scary, but Jesus walking on top of it is the pretty part.
Yeah.
And what's it called? We swim in the water, so we are in the fear, and Jesus is stepping on the fear.
Wow. Yeah,
Speak a word.
Kwa is preaching
Dude,
today.
that's a beautiful image.
I love that.
I've never thought of that. Look at the
love
Lord
that.
speaking.
I love it. Another thing that stood out to me, it says, Jesus said, "Come." And to me, that was just like a gentle reassurance that I'm here with you, or like I am also like, come to me.
Yeah.
It's not almost like, get over here. Like, no, it's just like, come.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I wrote that too. He's like, Lord, if it's you, tell me to come. He's like, all right, bet. Come. And then he was like, okay, bet. Like if you tell me, I'll do it. And like, I
the
love
faith
how he
that Peter
exactly.
had.
And dude, and faith is what combats fear.
It is.
So like, come on.
Come on, guys.
And then he drowns because he was like, wait, I'm scared. And so there's the thing that Ghana was saying. You have that faith, and then we're gonna drown. And
I feel like
but then it says here Jesus reached out his hand to grab him.
Because he said, Lord, save me. And immediately he wasn't like,
exactly.
I gave you a chance, bro. You stuck. You're drowning. Like he was like, no, like I'm here for you. Like,
yeah.
I feel
Yeah, go ahead, Kwa.
Yeah. When we have too much faith, we realize that, oh, is this too much? Then fear kicks in and said,
I
this
think
is
I know
too much, and just
too much
drops
faith.
it.
I think which
It's not too much faith, it's when we have faith and we overthink it and we say, is this too much, or am I doing too much? And then fear kicks in and it says,
you're weak.
You're weak. You can't do this.
My goodness, Kwa, you're on a roll.
I know. I'm telling you, I'm so glad you joined us. Look at it.
Wow, look at the Lord, man. The
Going-
Lord. That's my
right?
God.
Going off of what you said, it says here, Peter realized for a second he didn't normally do that. He didn't normally walk on water. And I feel like a lot of times we do that. Like when we, let's say, like take that leap of faith into like trusting God. At least for me, I've definitely seen myself like doing things that I would have never thought I would do, or like this different perspective or mindset or thoughts where it's not normal for me to do this. And like
well,
you
who am
said,
I?
yeah, exactly. Like, like this is kind of weird. Like, is this too much faith? Like, what's happening to me?
Or am I doing faith right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So for me, that definitely stood out to me. But yeah, Liz, did you have anything that stood out to you?
Yeah, whenever he was drowning, like I don't know about you guys, but I've drowned before in a pool, and like that is so many emotions. Like you're desperate, you're overwhelmed, you're seeking help, you're freaking out, you're trying to breathe, you're trying to open your eyes underwater. Like I was in Disney, like there's like this like slide, and I was like, I love swimming, so I was like, I'm gonna go down the slide. I didn't know it was gonna be like 13 feet deep, so I'm like, help, and I'm like choking. Like, do you know how it feels to be drowning and emotionally drowning, like in your head, where you like, where is the surface? Where is my lifeguard? Like I'm like, I'm trapped. Like
you're lost.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
You're down in there like, should I open my eyes? Should I not? Should I breathe? Should I not?
And then like water gets up your nose,
Yeah,
and you're like, what's going on? Like I can't see. It's not fun. But then that's where Jesus is like, dude, like I'm right here. Just call me, bro.
Exactly.
Like, I'm that lifeguard.
Like it says, like there was no delay.
There is no delay.
No delay at all. Not even a second. And it says here, Jesus was closer to Peter than he thought.
Literally.
And I feel like a lot of times we don't feel like he's close to us.
Yeah.
You know? But I think we have to trust him that he is. And we have to trust that promise,
Yeah. I kind of envision it like there's like lifeboats or like rafts, whatever they're called, like all around us. Is like, dude, it's like right there if you want to grab it. But like we're so blind in our fear that we don't even see it there. And so like that is just grace. That is just faith. Like those boats and like the things that we can grab onto. It's just if we are open and like craving. Because some people are like, you don't even realize that you're numb.
Yeah, like, I think I'm talking about the lifeboats, right? If it's all around us and we're drowning, it's like you keep your eyes closed because you don't want to open it to realize that it's there to grab on and save your own life.
Yeah. I think the lifeboat, going on to that, like, we're like afraid of the unknown, right?
Exactly, I am.
And we're like, can we even trust this reality that God's offering us?
Like, is this raft really safe? Like, is it not gonna pop once I get on it? Like, why can't we just be faith and just take the leap of faith and just grab on and have a better life? Like,
it's hard.
Lord help us, help my unbelief. Like,
it's so hard though, but.
Oh, one last thing.
Go
the
ahead.
Storm, he's saved and on the boat.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But the storm's not over. Like, there's still a terrible storm, but the difference is that Jesus is right behind him, right beside him in the boat. And that's how the world is. We're always going to have storms. It just matters who's in the boat with you. Who do you want on your boat? And if you want, there's limited space. I only need people that are going to strengthen me. I don't need people that are going to be poking holes in my boat for me to drown. So it's like, do I have the Lord as my pilot? And that goes back to controlling. Am I trying to steer the ship when I'm like, I don't even know how to drive? Like, the Lord knows. So.
Yeah, for sure. And even when Jesus is in your boat, he says, I've got you.
Exactly. He's not just sitting there.
Even in the midst of the storm, you have nothing to fear.
Yeah, so should we go into the 4 ways to combat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, there's 4. One of them is called remind yourself that God is able. And so there's like the story of Lazarus, how he's resurrected, but he's still like wrapped up in everything. Like, he opened the tomb, but he's still there. He still needs help. And so that's where the beauty of process and going through the process and being refined and finding those to help you unwrap. And that's where I'm talking about community, especially in obscurity. So plug to UG Youth if you're looking for community or people to help you unwrap those layers. We are here for you.
Yes.
The second one is, there's a really cool thing that says refresh your memory bank. I was like, wait, I like that caption. I'm just kidding. The second one is we set the Lord always before us. And David constantly fixed his focus on God, and that's why he was able to defeat the giant, because he's like, who are you? My Lord is bigger than you. And like, that's what it means to have your eyes focused on God. The third one is we name what's keeping us up at night. And that's what we've been talking about, like labeling your sins. And that's where you start. And that's super crucial. And the fourth one is we fill our mouths with praise. And a quote says, when Jesus is in view, worship can flow obstructed from our mouths. A song of praise can be on our lips. Seeing Jesus makes our hearts glad and restores rest. And seeing Jesus causes us to sing. Worship and worry cannot occupy the same space. And we have the ability to determine where to look and to whom we look. So the choice is ours.
I feel like on that one, like, you can't say that you believe in God. You have to believe that you believe in God.
It's an action.
It's an action. It's not just saying it.
Yeah. It's definitely easier said than done.
Because faith without actions is no faith. And faith is what combats fear. So those are the 4 ways.
Story.
Yeah, 4 ways to combat. I don't know if you want to like touch on that little story at the end about in the store.
Yeah, sure. I think that's a good wrap up.
Yeah.
So basically, at the end of the thing, at the book, it talks about, like, I don't know if you've ever had a time where you were little, right? And we're at the store with our parents, and we find something that, like, looks interesting. So we go to see it, and we go astray from our parents. And we turn around and look back to find them, and they're not there. And we're, like, freaking out, like, Mom, like, where are you?
Hello.
And, like, our hearts, like, starts beating fast, and we don't know what to do, right? And I feel like that's a lot of us with God, you know? Like, we're going through this, like, giant of fear, and it's taunting us, and it's keeping us up at night, and we're just like, God, where are you? Like, but it says here that hold on, where am I? I lost my train of thought. But I find this, like, relatable to me, because I know, like, when I stumble, I tend to get lost. Where, like, I would say, like, okay, I'm going to trust you today, God. But something happens and I don't. And I feel guilty. Like, I feel ashamed. Like, I know I should have trusted you. Okay, well, I'm putting it out there, so it's.
Yeah. But I feel like in the moment, it's so easy to
Yeah,
conceal.
for sure.
Yeah, no, girl, me too. I'm not like dogging.
No. I get you. But yeah, I think that for me, like. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, sorry, I feel bad now.
No, it's good. It's all good. Do you guys have anything on that thing? On that part of the story?
Have you ever like at the store and your mom forgets something and we were checking out and the lady's like almost done. It's like, I forgot the eggs. She runs off to get the eggs
And you're just
standing there like it's like I don't have the money.
This is so awkward.
Like, Mom, come back, please.
Yes, for sure.
That is a real thing. But no, the being lost in a store is crazy because like, you know, she didn't like drive away. Like, you know, she's in the store. Like, you just can't find her, or your emotions are not allowing you to like open your eyes. Like, bro, she's literally in the next aisle. Like, relax. And so it says, be aware of his presence, because you know your mom is there. Like, you know God is there. It's if you want to, or if you're able to be aware of that. And it ends with our responsibilities to have faith. That's it. That's literally it.
Yeah.
So faith over fear. Amen. Amen. That is my prayer for myself as well. Like I said, this is my giant. So prayers for those dealing with fear. We're in the same boat. But we have the Lord in our boat. Amen. Amen.
Amen. I wanted to say, like, when we're feeling lost, right? When we feel like we're in that like storm of fear, and like you said, we're walking on the waves of fear. It says here, God knows where you are. God is watching over you, and he's waiting for you. He's wanting you to refocus and put your eyes back on him. And that's literally all we have to do.
Chills on that. That's so beautiful.
I'm telling you guys, this book is just...
Yes, please read.
Yes, please read.
Please read.
It
Take
is
time
so
out of
good.
Yes.
It is so good. You guys could join us on this conversation. Like, I would love to have you guys on here. And it also says, that's what it feels like to rest assured. We are found again, and we're right where we're supposed to be. And that's home. And I love that how, like, he ended that, this chapter about fear and how we deal with it and what our solution is to it. And so the next chapter says, if fear isn't your nemesis, though, what if something else is?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And we'll be back next week. And I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.